Welcome to Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
And good morning, Keys. It is Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The Talk of the Keys. Day 2 of lobster mini season. Lots of visitors are out and about, even the locals as well, on the waterways and the highways. So do keep in mind those traffic conditions have added some congestion. So we'll keep you updated on all of that. As far as the weather forecast goes, though, it should be pretty calm on the water. No real mention of a wind up around 5 miles per hour. That is not a significant factor. Chance of precipitation, 10% for the day, and that is also going to hold out to make it a nice day for the second day, lobster mini season. So that is good. The rest of the week looking much the same. Saturday, about a 20% chance of rain, and Sunday, 10% chance, up in around 90 degrees for your high throughout the rest of the weekend. We're going to say good morning to Mary Haban. You know what? I practiced it. I got it right the first time, and there I go. Mary Haban is the Senior Director of Public Relations, Visit Florida Keys and Key West. Good morning to you, Mary. How are you?
Good morning, Michael, and no offense taken on the last name. I always tell people, here's how you say it, like you're saying hi to Ben. Hey, Ben.
Hey, Ben. Exactly. And I got it right the first time out, and then the pressure was on to again to be victorious. And anyway, we will certainly get it right by the end of the interview. But we had a few things to talk about. We mentioned lobster mini season. That's a big event, of course. And Visit Florida Keys and Key West, very active in making sure that people understand the rules and the safety precautions and all of those kinds of things. But Visit Florida Keys and Key West is always promoting wonderful things that happen in our community and reasons to come to the Florida Keys and Key West. We recently had another reason to visit the Florida Keys, whereby our culinary artists and our culinary talents are at the forefront of the world stage now, I would say, with the Michelin Awards. The Michelin Guide, it was first published in 1900 by the Michelin brothers, originally aimed to encourage car travel and tire use by providing motorists with useful information, and has become the esteemed award guide for dining in particular. And lo and behold, 2 establishments in the Florida Keys are now in the coveted Michelin Guide as of this year.
Yeah, it's absolutely huge. We received the news on May 28th, less than 6 weeks ago. And 2 of our restaurants in the Key West, actually, Blue Heaven and Moondog Cafe and Bakery, were the recipients of some amazing honors through Michelin. So it's an incredible honor.
It really is. So, Mary, we'll talk about this, but Blue Heaven earned a spot in the coveted Michelin recommended list. Moondog Cafe and Bakery, I had the opportunity to speak with their general manager, Eric, a couple of weeks ago. They received the Bib Gourmand, recognizing restaurants that deliver exceptional food at a great value. So this is the inaugural statewide Florida guide for the Michelin Guide. And those 2 restaurants are to be highly commended and congratulated. And I have a feeling that we're going to have more restaurants featured in the Michelin Guides because Key West, long known for eccentric artists, famous writers, chart-topping musicians, free spirits, all partially thanks to the Tourist Development Council, now known as Visit Florida Keys and Key West. But more and more people will start to recognize us for our culinary establishments as well, partially thanks to these awards.
And you got that right there, because, you're right, music and history and the boating and the diving. And then all of a sudden, now it's out. We're a culinary contender in the space. We've known it all along, right? Most people who come to the Keys on a regular basis, our hidden gems through here, the mom and pop restaurants. But now it's elevated to a global, worldwide stage. And to get a recognition from Michelin, which is the creme de la creme, the gold standard, basically, the benchmarking of culinary excellence, is quite the honor. And I will tell you, as we continue our conversation today, a part of the awards was being able to deliver a plaque to these establishments and the look on their faces. I mean, and these are restaurateurs who have been doing this a very long time. And it was really, I will use the word heartwarming, to see folks that have been doing this for decades and decades and decades, and just to recognize not only the families who started this, but their staff. They brought out the kitchen staff. I mean, the folks that are doing the hard work as well alongside them. So it's an incredible honor.
Well, and again, we're speaking with Mary Haben. How did I say that? Haben. Okay. I apologize. I am so concentrated on the Michelin Award. Mary Haben is the Senior Director of Public Relations, Visit Florida Keys and Key West. See, you put a lot of pressure on me when I first had your name right, and now. Anyway, I will deliver. Nonetheless, Blue Heaven, let's talk about the presentation awards. And this, like you said, it came up pretty quickly as far as the acknowledgement and knowledge of these awards. And Visit Florida Keys and Key West put together a really nice presentation that I'm sure will be long remembered. You talked about the partner Ricky Hatch from Blue Heaven proudly hoisted the award over his head. A lot of emotion there. His quote, "For me, it's a legacy. It's an honor. It's a challenge. I don't want to mess it up in the best way," said Hatch. And as you said, the whole staff was there sharing in the honor at Blue Heaven, which a lot of us are very familiar with, the landmark Bahama Village restaurant, now in the Michelin recommended list. And I have a feeling a lot more people will be going there from around the world thanks to this recognition.
Yeah, and Richard Hatch the third, the father, and the family that owned this, it was like a dirt lot way back when. And what I love about it is they kept the integrity and kind of the soul of the space, where they didn't glam it all up. It's kind of like, when someone comes in, I akin it to kind of American Idol, where someone comes in, they're kind of wearing their regular jeans and stuff, and then they win the competition, and then they glam them so Hollywood. They never changed who they were at the core. They stayed true to themselves. They left that dirt lot. They let those roosters roam around. But the food was always good. They've elevated the food to such an inventive level. It was just incredible. When my colleague Chad Newman and I, we went over there to take the pictures for this press release. The chefs that were preparing this food, the attention to detail, I kid you not, it was next level. Amazing.
Yeah, well, it must be, and we know it is, but again, to be on the recommended list for the Michelin Guide here at the inaugural Florida edition of the Michelin Guide is really to be coveted and to be congratulated. Again, Mary Haben, she is Visit Florida Keys and Key West Senior Director of Public Relations, talking about the Michelin Awards bestowed upon two of our esteemed restaurants here in the Florida Keys and Key West. And you're right, part of the magic of Blue Heaven is, it started as a kind of shaded courtyard, which still exists, but Caribbean inspired dishes, fresh seafood, key lime pie. But it had been everything from a dance hall to a billiard hall, playhouse, or ice cream parlor even over the years. But now it really is part of the Key West experience for so many who come here.
Yeah, very much so. And it's indicative of Key West, right? Just you come there. People always say you come there and you leave at the county line, at the Monroe County line, you leave your corporate suit and the corporate attitude. As Jimmy Buffett so wonderfully said, it changes in attitude, changes in latitude. You cross that county line and it goes from the suit to flip-flops and board shorts. And I think it's just wonderful that they have kind of like let you come to the establishment. Come as you are. That's what we say. That's our logo. But they were known in the beginning for that huge meringue on the key lime pie, but it's so far past that right now. You just see the food. I'm like, okay, I will be back for that, and that. And then they made all these incredible cocktails, which I have never seen the color spectrum of these cocktails, like a deep purple and a bright mango and a lime. And they were just so accommodating. But the food, like I said, has really transformed and kind of grown with the space, but they've stayed true to who they were in the Florida Keys.
Well, and these Michelin Awards will really help to highlight the uniqueness of the Florida Keys even more. And now it's establishments on the culinary level. And again, it's kind of long overdue where the Florida Keys get some worldwide recognition specifically for its restaurants that have been here so long and working so very hard to deliver each and every day. And again, Blue Heaven is one great example of that. And thanks to the efforts of Visit Florida Keys and Key West, a lot more of these establishments will be getting some recognition, but also the Florida Keys and Key West getting that recognition again on the worldwide stage. The Michelin Awards, very, very exciting. And when we speak of Key West, it's hard not to also mention Ernest Hemingway. And we got a reminder of that with the Hemingway Days just last week. Lots of people who look like Hemingway were out and about enjoying our fine island here. And not far from there is Moondog Cafe and Bakery, not far from the Hemingway house. And it also has gotten bestowed upon it a coveted Michelin Award, as mentioned, the Bib Gourmand distinction for restaurants that serve high quality food at a good value. As mentioned, I was speaking with Eric, the general manager there last week, and this kind of caught them by surprise as well. He had stated that when Michelin reached out to he and the restaurant, they thought it was just another media video, a promotional kind of thing, pay to play, whatever. But it was not. It was for real. And Visit Florida Keys and Key West came upon them as well and helped them realize that, yes, this was real. And this, again, is a huge recognition for Moondog. They were very, very excited. They've had a long-time staff there from the kitchen to the wait staff and beyond. They all were able to gather and really relish in this award as well.
Yeah, Eric is an incredible ambassador for that organization, and the owners, Jamil and Dominique, they were like, they're here for the long haul. She owned another restaurant in the Keys, and her family has been here a very long time. And when we came upon them, we said, we're coming by, we're going to come by and, drop off a plaque or whatever. And he thought it was literally just, we're going to come over, we're going to drop it off and leave. And when we came over with a brigade of about 20 people, including tourism officials and Board of County Commissioners and, folks, he was like, oh my goodness, I had no idea this was going to be such a big deal.
Yes.
But it is a big deal. And we, as Visit Florida Keys and Key West, we want to celebrate that, because what most people don't know is when you're going out to promote a destination, we're also competing, like friendly, but competing with like Orlando and Miami. And they are like all these Michelin star restaurants. So when they're talking about things, we go up there and we go to various trade shows and we talk about, how quirky Key West is and the incredible waters and the turquoise and the 7 Mile Bridge and the history and the deep things that make the Keys so unique. But the food was always okay. Key lime pie and some stone crabs and some other great seafood, the duck and dine. But this now really puts us on that competition stage with everybody else that, yeah, we're here, we belong here, and you're going to see a lot more of us. So, and again, it was very heartfelt. Eric said, can you hold on a minute, and went into the kitchen and brought out at least 12 people, as you see in the photos that I had. And when the award was presented, he had us present it to them and hold it, which says a lot about the folks here.
It really does. Yes, indeed. Mary Haban, she is Senior Director of Public Relations, Visit Florida Keys and Key West, talking about the Michelin Awards in the Keys. And Michelin has been considered one of the most respected measures of culinary excellence, it's been said. Actually, here's a word I'm not familiar with necessarily: gastronomy. It's been known as in the highest standards in gastronomy, guiding diners throughout the world to exceptional culinary experiences. And that gives a little bit of a glimpse as to what this really does mean for the Florida Keys. And I do want to sincerely commend Kara and you and the entire staff at Visit Florida Keys and Key West, really continuing to propel the Florida Keys onto the worldwide stage and making it truly a worldwide destination for people to experience the utmost in a tourism experience. And again, the Michelin Awards is another example of the accomplishments of the hard work of Visit Florida Keys and Key West and Visit Florida overall. It's my understanding they had a hand in this as well.
Yeah, before this was more of an opt-in kind of program. I've worked in a couple destinations. I've been honored enough to work in a couple Florida destinations prior to coming here in the tourism offices. And this was more of a opt-in kind of thing. So Visit Florida decided, you know what, we're going to kind of underwrite this and open it up for the whole state, meaning we're going to, when you opt into the program, it's that you have the Michelin inspectors come to the destination. And because of that, and I have to thank Visit Florida, their entire team over there for doing so. And this was the first year that they did so. And by doing that, they allowed the Florida Keys to be amplified on the culinary stage. So we're real grateful.
Yeah, and that's a good word. Amplified on the world stage is exactly right. And it was opened up to the state, but lo and behold, Key West had two culinary establishments that were awarded the Michelin Awards here recently. And again, we're confident that there are more to come. So it really is an exciting milestone for the Florida Keys. Again, Mary Haban is with us, Senior Director of Public Relations, Visit Florida Keys and Key West. So, Mary, we appreciate you visiting with us and sharing the experience. And it is really an exciting one. We wanted to make sure that we highlighted it. But is there anything else that we should be talking about at this particular time regarding the Michelin Awards or Visit Florida Keys and Key West?
The only couple of quick things I want to add is,
Yes.
you know, Michelin has a very stringent criteria to be able to be considered for these awards. And it's based on 5 criteria, which is like the quality of the products, the harmony of the flavors coming together, the cooking techniques, the voice and the personality of this chef that's infused into the food, and the consistency, which is, I feel, the most important. Consistency on each visit. You ever go to a restaurant and you're like, every single time you come, it's kind of, you know, you're going to get the same taste, the same quality, the same service, the same experience. Other times you're going, you're like, I don't know what happened to this place. That number 5 to me is right up there. You walk in, you know, you're going to be taken care of. That to me, this criteria, it's extremely stringent. So that to me, kudos, hats off to these 2 establishments. And I will tell you, this is a full team effort with our partners throughout the entire Florida Keys and Key West to make us be able to do the job we do. We are only here because of course, the tourists that come here, the residents, and our incredible, valuable partners.
Yes. Well, Michelin Guide's recognition further highlights Florida Keys and Key West as one of the United States' most distinctive dining destinations. So that is that's a label that we will wear proudly, I'm sure. And I did ask Eric from Moondog if one day he was at work, if he could have realized that there were actually Michelin inspectors among his patrons that day. And as a result of their experience, they were awarded a Michelin award. That was pretty momentous day for them.
It's incredible. And I will tell you, if I have a couple quick more minutes,
Yes,
I wanted to tell you, we have a couple of things, as you mentioned. Moondog is right adjacent to the Hemingway. And we had a winner this year, which was a historic, here we go, another historic moment. First the Michelin, and now the Hemingway lookalike contest with Chris Dutton, 39 years old, a Florida attorney, the first person ever in the history of the 45-year competition to win the young Hemingway version.
Yeah.
Because it's always these old man in the sea kind of looking things. And he had been trying, and I give him kudos, give him props. It was his 7th try to win this title, and he finally won it. And it just goes to show, never give up.
Congratulations to him. Yes, I also spoke with Tim Stockwell, the outgoing Papa Hemingway lookalike winner, and he had talked about how some people, including he, had been competing for several years before finally getting the coveted title. So congratulations to this year's Papa as well, and thanks to all of the good that the Hemingway Lookalike Society does in our community, including raising tens of thousands of dollars for scholarships for College of the Florida Keys and for other institutions as well. So yes, another very successful Hemingway Days. Again, thanks very much in part to Visit Florida Keys and Key West.
Yeah, and the last thing, if I have one more quick minute,
Yes,
I want
ma'am.
to talk about is Keys season. I don't know if you've been hearing a lot about that. That actually kicks off in 2 days from now. So
Okay.
on Saturday, Keys season, we call it One Road Miles of Savings. It's a promotion we're having starting August 1st through August 31st. And we always say we're offering exclusive offers from Key Largo to Key West on accommodations, attractions, restaurants, diving excursions. You go to our website, visitfloridakeys.com, and if you search in Keys season, you'll be able to see like all of our partners up and down the Florida Keys are offering these exclusive deals. We don't call them discounts. We call them deals and value added to come in during, I always say a breezy season, during the summer there we say it's hot or whatever. I love this time of year, August 1st to August 31st, key season. And the best part of this is we're offering a flexibility promise, meaning you won't be penalized if you have to cancel or rebook for any reason. Our partners are offering that. That was one of the stipulations. So I invite everyone to go on and check out all the different offers that are populated on our webpage, and they're pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So the webpage, they should just search out Visit Florida Keys in Key West. Is that the best way to get to the...
Yeah, it's visitfloridakeys.com, and they can punch in key season and it'll pop up in the search bar.
Very good. Well, yes, another initiative that the Visit Florida Keys in Key West has instituted for the betterment of our community and our economy as well. So we thank you and the entire staff at Visit Florida Keys in Key West for that. Again, speaking with Mary Haban, Senior Director of Public Relations, Visit Florida Keys in Key West, talking about a number of different things, including a final congratulations again to Moondog Cafe and Bakery and Blue Heaven on the coveted Michelin Awards. And again, we expect there will be more announcements in years to come now that Key West is firmly on the worldwide stage of culinary experiences. So, Mary, with that, unless there's anything else we should add, we will let you get back to a busy day, a second day of mini season, and then we're on to many other exciting things throughout the rest of this year.
Yeah, we just encourage folks to just be safe out there. We are doing a boater safety campaign with the Fish and Wildlife Commission. Yes. We appreciate so much. We did a bunch of radio spots, video news release, flyers. Just be mindful. Just keep an eye out for, the folks in the water and other boaters, and go the speed limit. Even on the roads here, when I moved to the Keys about a year and a half ago, I had lived in Florida most all my life, but I didn't know it changes speed limits as you're going down overseas highway up and down.
Does.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We're 55. Now we're 35. Wait, now we're 40. So just be real mindful of that and know that we're all in this together. But we're elated to have the folks here for mini lobster season. Have fun out there, but just remember to be safe.
Indeed. Well, Mary, thank you so much for taking the time to spend with us, to visit with our listeners throughout the Keys from Key West to South Miami-Dade. We will welcome you back, hopefully very soon at a future date, but have a wonderful day.
You too. Thanks for the opportunity, Michael. Take care.
Absolutely a pleasure. Thank you, Mary. Mary Haban, she's Senior Director of Public Relations, Visit Florida Keys and Key West on Good Morning Keys, and we will continue with more Good Morning Keys in a moment.
Are you frustrated by weight gain even though you constantly diet? Do you have low energy or always feel tired? It could be hormonal imbalance. Hormonal imbalances, especially as we age, can be the cause of depression, weight gain, mood swings, decreased libido, and many other chronic conditions. At Keys Med Spa, we have helped thousands of women and men regain their hormonal balance with BioT, bioidentical hormone optimization therapy, and the results are life-changing. Keys Med Spa BioT hormone therapy is safe, effective, painless, and affordable. And the big difference at Keys Med Spa, this is all overseen by renowned Dr. Peterson, who has had a medical practice in the Keys for over 27 years. Cool sculpting, Botox, skin treatments, BioT hormone therapy, and more. Dr. Peterson and his team are here to help you maintain your youthful glow and vitality. To see if BioT hormone therapy is right for you, call Keys Med Spa today at 305-587-9183.
If you're on vacation to relax and have fun, we have an app for that. The Greenhouse carries products that can help you reconnect with your inner child, dance with confidence, reduce stress, and we have others that'll help you relax with a good night's sleep.
Whether you're a cannabis connoisseur or just canna curious, our team of highly trained bud tenders are here to help you reach all your vacation goals.
Just dance your way into one of our many locations and share your goals with one of our highly trained bud tenders. All product recommendations come with a money-back guarantee, no medical card needed. You just have to be 21 or older.
I tried the Greenhouse Guarantee, 100% satisfaction or your money back, and I'm still smiling.
The Greenhouse. We spell it with 3 E's so that you can't say it without smiling. If smiling is your goal today, then type the word green with 3 E's into your browser and find the Greenhouse that's closest to you.
Stop on by and stay high.
We're up and down the Florida Keys and other parts of South Florida.
Hey Key West, Danny Hughes here from Two Friends. Really from two friends. So Maura and I were sitting at breakfast in the bar, listening to live music at 8:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. She's about to enjoy some huevos rancheros and me shrimp and grits with fried oysters. Heart healthy. And Maura says, Dorothy, we're not in Kansas anymore. It was perfect because we didn't move here because Key West is like a lot of other places. We moved here because it isn't like any other place on earth. So meet your friends or make your friends at Two Friends, 512 Front Street in Old Town Key West or twofriends.com.
The voice of Monroe County, yours. This is Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
Good morning, Keys. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the talk of the Keys. Yes, we do have some slowdowns. We'll keep you apprised of what's happening there. Things are busy on the water. Lobster mini season happening right now. Day number 2, just a very slight wind at 5 miles per hour, though, and sunny otherwise. Should be a good day for the second day of lobster mini season. Please be safe. We had 3 divers who were actually lost for a period of time, found alive and well about 2 miles from their boat, though, after a pretty big coordinated search. But luckily, the outcome there was a positive one. No other incidents of major import to report, so that is good news. We're going to say good morning to the Honorable Sheri Hodies, Supervisor of Elections, Monroe County. Good morning to you, Sheri.
Good morning. How are you and Diana doing?
Doing well, thank you. I hope you and Perry are the same. Yes, so thanks. You have a guest with you. It's Veris. She's the outreach coordinator for your office, and actually she's going to provide some important information from the Supervisor of Elections office in Spanish for our friends who are of Spanish linguistics. So let's talk about that. What are the important points to note other than we have, what is it, 18, 19 days until the primary, during which a number of local elections will be decided?
Yes, we are really getting close. Monday, August 3rd to August 15th is early voting. That includes 2 Saturdays and 1 Sunday. Vote by mails are trickling in, but we're only about 20% of vote by mails in here. So if you are a vote by mail voter, please get that vote by mail into any of our offices. During early voting, we will have our secure ballot intake stations set up at all 5 locations, which are our 3 offices, Big Pine Key Community Park, and also Plantation Key Community Center. So you can also still request a vote by mail up to August 6th. So things are happening fast going into Election Day, August 18th.
Indeed. So was Veris going to give us some of those dates? Is that what you wanted to do?
Yes, that, and also just to explain that there was a mistake made on your sample ballot. Okay. So on July 15th, Darius and myself, along with Darius, 4 other people, 4 other people in the office, we reviewed and re-reviewed our sample ballot proofs. On July 15th, we accepted the final proof where it says vote election day in English and Spanish was both August 18th. But Michael, on Sunday night, sitting at my home, looking at my Saturday mail, about 10 o'clock at night, I looked at the sample ballot, and under vote election day in Spanish, it says November 5th, 2024.
Okay.
Yeah, big. So on Monday, I came in, called our printer. I said, what happened between the time that we final reviewed everything, approved it, and then what come out in the mail? And he said that it was a editing and printing mistake, communication mistake between those 2 departments at his location. He apologized, and I am going to be getting back all the taxpayer money that it costs to send out these sample ballots. We do not have time to send out new sample ballots because of the timing of how this all occurred. So Michael, on Monday, we started a widespread social media presence along with all of you here today on the radio. I was on the Joe Moore Show today. Friday, I will be on Pirate Radio. Mandy Miles is going to write an article explaining to everyone that we were not we did not do this intentionally. Obviously, our office had everything approved correctly. We are not trying to suppress the Spanish community vote. We are not to discriminate, nothing like that. And it's really been widespread trying to get to the Spanish community to let them know it's August 18th, 2026, if they want to vote on election day.
Okay.
And, the last thing I wanted to say is I've reached out to about 30 or 40 Spanish speaking voters who assured me that they knew it was a mistake. Some had not even seen it, but they also looked up at the English and they can see the date, August 18th, 2026. And they also said, Michael, they know it's not 2024.
Well, you just want to make it abundantly clear after that mistake was made by others, by your vendors. So we appreciate that. But yes, we want to make sure that it is clear that the Spanish version of that information on the sample ballot was not correct. And you wanted to correct the record here now.
Yes. And then I'd like to have Dara speak. She is fluent in Spanish. And Dara and I, as part of outreach, we do videos, right, Dara?
Yes, we've been doing videos. We're doing everything possible.
Yeah,
to reach the people.
Yeah, we go out to all different events. We talk to OASIS, the senior citizen. Mark House, yep. And I always have her with me because we can reach more voters, especially Spanish voters, because she's so fluent. So I would just love her to explain everything in Spanish, if that's okay with you.
That is fine. Yes, please do so.
Right. You have the floor, Dara.
She does.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. A nuestros votantes en español queremos darle unas disculpas por el error que se cometió en el momento de la imprenta. Lo sentimos mucho. Nuestras elecciones van a ser el martes 18 de agosto del 2026, no como está imprenta, no como está escrito en la boleta de ejemplo. Lo sentimos mucho si hemos causado alguna confusión, si hemos causado algún inconveniente. Saben nuestros votantes que pueden contactarnos. Yo estoy aquí en la oficina de Key West. Cualquier pregunta, cualquier duda, pueden llamarnos a cualquiera de nuestras 3 oficinas, Key Largo, Marathon, o aquí en Key West. Nuestro número de teléfono es el 305-292-3416. Estamos aquí para servirles. Sentimos mucho este inconveniente, este grave error que se cometió. Cualquier cosa, sabe dónde estamos.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. I'm sure she also said, Sheri, I'm going to interpret that she also said that Sheri Hodies is a wonderful boss and serving us well as Supervisor of Elections.
Yes, I will. It is. The what we make.
Yes, it's just so unfortunate, and we do apologize. You try to find out like what happened from what we approved, right, Darius? That went out the door from this office to our printer, and then sitting there on Sunday night. It was just, I almost had a heart attack. I just could not believe it. And even though it wasn't our mistake, it's still a mistake out there in the Spanish community. And we do want to apologize. If anybody has any questions, they can call myself or Darius at 305-292-3416. Anybody can come in and review my sample ballot folder. Darius knows where to get it to if anybody that speaks Spanish wants to review it. And then, they'll see where the error was made and what happened. But again, no matter where the error was, we want to apologize to our Spanish speaking community. As we say all the time, Darius, please come out and vote.
Please. Yes.
She talks in Spanish to a lot of folks and to come out and vote. And they can vote by mail, as we said before, vote early, or come out and vote on election day, August 18th. 2026.
That's right. Supervisor of Elections Sheri Hodies with us, and Darius as well, the outreach coordinator for the Office of Monroe County Supervisor of Elections on Good Morning Keys. So yes, that error in the printing stage was made. The sample ballot being corrected and clarified in English and Spanish here this morning on Good Morning Keys. And Sheri, I know you're always very transparent and accountable. I'm sorry that this probably cost you a lot of sleep on Sunday night. And Perry
It's cost me a lot of sleep all week. Obviously, Michael, you know me. I'm not happy. I would never discriminate against anyone or suppress anything. You know how important, right, Darius, it is to us. We are really trying to get up our numbers. Around 50 to 56%. It's the only ones that come out and vote during midterms, during the primary. So we are really trying to get our numbers. And Michael, I think you said you'll run this a few times for us. Okay. And will that just be today, or will you run it also tomorrow?
Well, this interview will run a few times, including on Keys Living TV, 11 o'clock and 5 o'clock. And then we can run excerpts and announcements for the next couple of days. Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Okay. Darius, do you have anything to tell our Spanish community?
Acuérdense que estamos aquí para ustedes. Vamos a votar el lunes 3 de agosto. Empieza la votación temprana hasta el sábado 15 de agosto y el 18 de agosto, día de las elecciones. Los esperamos aquí.
I know she said get up and vote, because I know that part in Spanish.
Absolutely. Well, this is, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, we're ready.
Yes, no doubt about it. Well, again, there's a number of important dates to remember then. Early voting, Monday, August 3rd through Saturday, the 15th. And as well, last date to request vote by mail ballot to be mailed. That is on August 6th. So these dates are rapidly approaching. Please keep them in mind. If you need further information, you can always go to votemonroeflkeys.gov. So the Honorable Sheri Hodies with us, Supervisor of Elections, Darius, the Outreach Coordinator, with us as well, making sure that we completely get the word out as far as the correction that was to be made. And we are on to elections.
Yes. Thank you so much, Michael, for having us.
Thank you both. You have a wonderful day. Thanks for reaching out here as well. We'll talk soon.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye now. Sheri Hodies and Darius from the Monroe County Supervisor of Elections on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The Talk of the Keys. We return with more of Good Morning Keys in a moment.
Good morning, dear. Breakfast almost ready?
In a minute. So did you happen to call someone about spalling repair for the house?
You know what? I knew I forgot something yesterday.
Honey, you know how important spalling repair is, especially here in the Keys. If that spalling damage gets any worse...
Don't worry. I'll call Design Center in Marathon.
When?
Today.
How about now?
Okay, dear. Now.
Design Center, the most efficient spalling contractor in the Keys, providing the fastest results. With over 40 years combined experience in spalling repair and a member of the International Concrete Repair Institute, Design Center can handle the largest jobs to small structures. They also handle quite a number of condominium and county projects. Mention this ad or the program you're listening to and receive 10% off your spalling repair. Visit DesignCenterFL.com or call 305-735-4042. Design Center, 6677 Overseas Highway Marathon. License number CGC 1523838. Remember, mention this ad or the program you're listening to and receive 10% off your spalling repair from Design Center.
This is Ollie North for 4-Star Rentals. 4-Star Rentals is the most complete rental store in the Keys. They can provide rental equipment for every do-it-yourself project from your house to your yard. Bobcats, chippers, chainsaws, and tile saws, you name it, they have it. They also deliver throughout the Keys. That's 4-Star Rentals. Model marker 4.5 on Stock Island. These guys are really good. That's 4-Star Rentals. Go see them soon.
Check us out. What Colonel Ollie North says is absolutely true. We're locally owned and operated. We offer a fleet of delivery trucks for fast all-in-one delivery. 4-Star Rentals is the oldest tool rental and party store in the Florida Keys. We make it easy to get that job done for that party or very special event. We're located at mile marker 4.5 in Key West, or just call us and we'll come to you. 4-Star Rentals, 294-7171. That's 294-7171. Remember, Colonel Ollie North never lies.
Historic Pepe's Cafe in Key West, founded in 1909, still does things the old way. Diachronic, if you will. How about fresh squeezed juices? Think how good that margarita or Greyhound will taste. Blue Point oysters shucked to order because oysters work better that way. Fresh breads and outstanding specials in an eatery that opened the same year Ole Evinrude invented the first outboard motor. And get a jump on someone's birthday and check out our retail offerings for some great gift ideas. Pepe's Cafe, Old Town Key West, of course.
Let's talk trash. I'm Taylor Conrath, and my family's been taking care of your family's trash for years. In fact, we've operated Marathon Garbage Service and kept the Middle Keys clean since my great-grandpa, John Conrath, founded the company in 1950. That's a lot of years talking trash and hauling trash. And these days, we take care of your family's recyclables in addition to commercial and residential waste removal. The Conrath family and our entire team of great employees takes pride in keeping our community clean, from the north end of the 7 Mile Bridge to Craig Key. Now it's my generation of Conraths working together with my grandfather and my dad to continue the tradition and commitment started in 1950 at Marathon Garbage Service. The Conrath family is always there for your family. If you need to talk trash, just call us at 305-743-5165. That's 305-743-5165. Or visit us at 4290 Overseas Highway in Marathon and online at marathongarbageservice.com.
Step back in time. Step back into Old Town. Step into Old Town Bakery with fresh baked treats like pastries, cookies, brownies, and fresh breads made every morning. Enjoy hot and cold delicious ground coffee always brewing and handcrafted breakfast and lunch sandwiches made to order on oven fresh breads. And now Old Town Bakery features spinach mushroom feta quiche and ham and cheese quiche, delectable for breakfast or lunch by the slice. Get a whole quiche pie by ordering in-store with 24 hours advance notice. And enjoy new cream-filled croissants with chocolate or vanilla filling and award-winning fresh baked pies, including their key lime pie, voted the best in the Keys. Pick up their unique Old Town Bakery t-shirts for a friend or yourself and give the gift of deliciousness with a gift card available for purchase in-store. And their catering menu is available to make that next event memorable. Old Town Bakery on the corner of Eaton and Grinnell. Stop in or order online. OldTownBakeryKeyWest.com. Get ready to laugh out loud with the Greenhouse Giggles. Brought to you by the Greenhouse Dispensaries of Florida. Monday through Friday, it's a hand-picked lineup of timeless TV comedy that guarantees smiles, chuckles, and full-on giggles. Each episode features legendary performers like Red Skelton, Bob Hope, The Three Stooges, Betty White, George Burns, Milton Berle, Dick Van Dyke, and so many more. So catch the giggles, the Greenhouse Giggles, weekdays 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Sponsored by the Greenhouse, here on Keys Living TV.
Good Morning Keys on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5.
And good morning, Keys. Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5. The Talk of the Keys. Busy second day of lobster mini season, but the weather holding out quite well and just winds at about 5 miles per hour out on the water. So those conditions are going to make it very nice for a second busy day of lobster mini season. We're going to say good morning to our friend Mark Rossi. He's running for City Commissioner, District 2. Good morning to you, Mark.
Good morning, Mike, and everybody out there in Radio Land.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being here.
People that are catching bugs here, too.
Yeah, there's a lot. I hear the catch was pretty robust yesterday, expecting a pretty busy day for day number 2. Looks like the numbers are up across the board. No casualties or major injuries yesterday. That's also good news.
That's the best part. Yeah, yes. Let's hope and stay safe today, too.
Yes, sir. So you've seen a lot of lobster mini seasons over the years. You've seen a lot of seasons here in the Keys.
Oh, yeah.
45.
I once won straight 29 years in a row.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, you've called,
really.
called Key West your home for over 45 years, 41 years. In business longevity, owner of Rick's and Dirty Harry's Entertainment Complex. You continue to grow your business there on Duval. Congratulations on the latest edition of the new establishment there. And 10.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
The old sailor's doing good. It's looking good, and it has a good feel to it.
It does. It does. Another great addition and upgrade to Lower Duval there. And then you serving 10 years as Key West Commissioner for District 2 from 2005.
I believe it was more closer to 12, to be honest with you.
Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Well, that's
11 to 12.
Yeah, over 10. Well, they'll put it over 10, at least 12.
A long time, that's for sure.
Well, and that's how you can talk about the experience that you want to bring back to the City Commission, where you've got that experience of having served before and a pretty intrinsic knowledge of how the city works, and bringing that experience back is one of the reasons that you're looking to run again, it looks like.
Yeah, I'm looking to run again because I want to bring back common sense to city government. I think we've lost a lot of our common sense to too many rules and too many things that are going on over there. And I want to bring back some common sense. And the most important thing I ever learned from being a city commissioner was to listen.
Yeah, well, efficient spending, line by line budget reviews, steady property tax rates is one way that you want to approach the budget.
That's correct. Let me tell you, I know the budget. I know how to read the budget, and I know that budget. Trust me.
Well, line by line, looks like you're prepared to take a pretty close look at it and make sure that we have efficiencies in place. Again, speaking with Mark Rossi, he's running for Key West Commissioner District 2. Again, looking to come back to the board and provide that experience that he had gathered over the years. Proactive, sustainable shoreline and environmental protection policies is an approach to the environment you would like to promote. We talked about mini season, and we talk about ecotourism and being good stewards of the resources here. So you're talking about that in your platform as well.
Yes, I am. And, our environment is everything to us here. So we need to keep our environment crystal clean and safe.
Yeah. Well, Mark, you're also a pretty big employer here in town and provided long-term employment for a number of people, service workers and the like. A lot of those people have housing challenges who are, trying to stay here and continue to work and serve. Protecting Garrison Bight liveaboards, military families, local workers is another one of the things that you are going to continue to promote.
Oh, that's correct. Continue to promote workforce housing for the employees in the hospitality field and teachers and just the people that are in the middle management area.
Yeah. Okay. Mark Rossi, again, running for District 2 City Commissioner on Good Morning Keys. And permitting, it's been talked about before. We've had questions posed to commissioners and people who want to be commissioners as far as what their thoughts are on permitting. So maybe talk about that a little bit. You see the need for maybe streamlining some of that.
Yeah, Mike, that's one of the reasons why I'm running again. I built the sailor down here on Green Street next to Captain Tony's. And all I did, I was trying to make the building better, not literally a fire trap. And put sprinkler systems in it. And, it's a brand new building. And all I got from the get-go was roadblock for trying to do something that was right. Not expanding the building footprint, not changing the architectural layout or the looks of it or anything. All I got was a roadblock. Cost me tons of money, and there was absolutely no reason for it.
Well, I was going to ask, what was your motivation for, moving from a successful businessman back into the foray of politics and city government? And there's an answer right there. Personal experience. Yeah.
Yeah. If it happens to, it happens to a lot of people, and it's just not right for government to hold you up with red tape, and more red tape.
Yeah. So again, Mark Rossi, he's running again for District 2 City Commissioner on Good Morning Keys. And you mentioned roadblock. Let's talk about roads for a second. You've said that they're a bit of an embarrassment. We'll put it that way. So how do we address
they are,
that?
A lot of your listeners know me from riding my scooter down the road. And let me tell you, when it's a bad road, you feel every bump and jar in that road. And it hurts, I can tell you. And I can tell you, I'm going to try to get with Jim Scholl in the next couple of days. The bridge there at Garrison Bight going over, that's starting to disintegrate a little bit too. And some of the rebarb showing through. A lot of people can't see it when they're in their car, but when you're on the scooter, you can definitely see it.
Yeah, well, indeed. You've seen a lot over the years, and you're looking to provide some long-term solutions for Key West. In your view, there have been kind of some quick fixes and Band-Aids put on some of these problems. You're looking for, some analysis and some long-term community-driven plans to put in place.
Yeah, you have to have preventive maintenance. You have to look towards the future. If you don't have preventive maintenance, all the nice things that we build and everything, they go to hell in a hay basket quick.
And I want to thank you, too, for your support of our military community. You have long been a very staunch supporter of the military in our community and military relationships. And we thank you for that. They are a very, very important part, of course, of our community and for the betterment of our country. So thank you for that.
Well, Mike, thank you for saying that, because a lot of people don't really understand the exact extent of what the economics of the military community are here. They provide a huge economic windfall for us here. They provide the coaches, they provide the secretaries. It's a whole thing, and they're great people. They're putting their life out for our safety and our freedom. And I can never do enough for the United States military. Believe me when I say that.
I do. Absolutely. Mark Rossi running for City Commissioner District 2 again, building on 45 years of roots, 10 years of proven service, 12 years make that, previously as City Commissioner. And again, service to our community in so many other ways. Mark, you continue to step up and serve in so many capacities throughout our community. We thank you for that. And another testament to your commitment is the fact that you have pledged to take no city salary or benefits in return for serving again as City Commissioner.
Yes, that's 100% correct. I didn't do it the first time, and I won't do it the second time. I'm doing this because I love the city of Key West, and I love the people, and I love what it's made me into as a successful businessman.
Indeed, it has done that. Thank you so much, Mark. Once again, anything else you'd like to add? You have the floor, or speak directly to the constituents and voters.
Well, I mean business. I'll see you in a couple hours at Rotary. I see you at the Chamber, which I'm on the board.
Yes.
Military Affairs and the Navy League. I was appointed to the hospital fact-finding committee, because the most important thing is we need to have good medical service for us here in the Keys, and we also need a top-rated, brand-new hospital building, not something that's 70 or 80 years old and it's crumbling and has old wires in it, and it needs to be replaced, and that's the truth of it.
Well, electmarkrossi.org is where you go to find out more. Electmarkrossi.org. You can also find contact information to speak with Mark directly, and we just have a few more days, a few more weeks left before the voting commences and takes place. And again, we've got just a few more days till early voting starts as well. So most important is to cast your vote as well. But again, Mark Rossi running for Commissioner District 2 once again on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys. Mark, is there anything else we should have added at this point?
Just wanted to tell you thank you for the interview, and please vote for Mark Rossi, District 2 City Commissioner. Proven leadership, and I know what I'm doing.
Yes, sir. Indeed. Well, thank you for taking the time to be with us again this morning. Thanks for all that you do for our community, Mark. You have a great day. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. I'll see you in a little while.
Yes, sir. Right. Take care, Mark. Bye now. It's Mark Rossi running for City Commissioner again. He served previously, looking to serve you once again as your City Commissioner. District 2, elect Mark Rossi.org for more. This is Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys. Always have breaking news as soon as it happens, and it seems like there's always something happening on the international stage. We'll keep you up to date on that all day long and all night as well, with breaking news as soon as it occurs. You'll hear about it here on Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys. Local, state, national news comes your way at least every half hour. Weather around the clock. Second day of mini season is here, and we implore you to be responsible, safety conscious as well, and we will have yet another successful day like we did yesterday. This is Keys Talk 96.9, 102.5, the Talk of the Keys. Thank you for listening.